Joe Rogan podcast, check it out.
Just off the bat, how serious is this? Is this something that we need to be terrified of, or is this overblown, or how do you stand on this?
Well, Joe, I don't think we're actually ready to start interpreting the seriousness of the coronavirus pandemic. Now, I'll tell you what I mean. I think that the question concerning the pandemic is actually part of the ongoing discourse surrounding the coronavirus. Even when we're under the threat of the coronavirus, as we go on to discuss it, we are already passing beyond the immediate danger of the coronavirus.
Right.
The mark of the coronavirus is that one is never at that mark, except when one is under its threat and, being so, already past danger. We should keep in mind that the experience that is not a lived event is already a non-experience. So,
oh, Christ.
I don't think there's a precise space nor a time that can welcome an analysis of the pandemic. We need to be careful not to reduce a grand disaster to a viewing of sequential historical events. It's much bigger than that, Joe.
Jesus. You're making me nervous.
That's right. Right. What you're feeling is the excess of experience. Your inability to put your experience into words is what's making you nervous.
Right.
Have you ever tried jumping into cold water after sauna? The moment you hit the cold water, your body is in shock. It's the excess of experience. For a few moments there, you're frozen. You're catching your breath. You're unable to speak. You cry, but you do it silently.
Yeah, I would imagine. Your body's freaking out. Yeah, I love the sauna, but I haven't had the opportunity to jump into a lake right afterwards.
Yeah, Joe. I mean, you should definitely try it once in a while.
Right.
Sauna has great health benefits. It reduces risks of cardiovascular disease, helps with weight loss, flushes toxins from your body, and most importantly, it relieves the build-up stress after the coronavirus disaster.
Right.
You just have to break the silence that comes with the experience of violence during the coronavirus crisis. I'm interested to know, in your view as an athlete, what else can people do to stay sane and healthy?
So a bunch of things people should do that's going to boost their immune system that we know of, right? Like get sleep, drastically lower your alcohol intake, drink a lot of water, take vitamins, those kind of things. Things that are going to keep your body healthy.
That's good. That's good. I mean, another way to break the silence is to let yourself cry. You can call it the coronavirus cry if you want. The cry exceeds all language, even if it lends itself to recuperation as language effect. The cry, like the cold water after sauna, is both sudden and patient. It has the suddenness of the interminable torment, which is always over. If weeping, however, is not your cup of tea, you can always try deep breathing exercises like this.
Doing like some crazy deep breathing exercises where you slowly exhale all the air out till there's nothing left and then breathe it all the way in.
Exactly, yeah. Crazy deep breathing exercise is something that may put your body at rest. Although you have to understand that the build-up tension during the pandemic may not be resolvable. It cannot accommodate any affirmation. Some people, as you know very well, try to be fully prepared for the disaster. Let's consider preppers, for example.
Those preppers right now are so excited.
Yeah.
All the preppers across the country. I knew it. I knew the day would come.
And at the same time, there are people that try to just dismiss the whole disaster.
I mean, guys that I have talked to that are dismissing it. I can see the chain of events that they want it to be not a concern.
Well, I'll be honest with you, Joe. All these people will soon realize that you cannot free yourself once and for all from all dialectical processes. You cannot fully affirm all tension that surrounds the pandemic.
Right.
People should get more comfortable with experiencing tense patience or patience onto impatience. We have to be able to experience pain without feeling it.
Oh, Christ.
And you, Joe, have you been seeking any theoretical knowledge during the pandemic?
I seek the advice of experts whenever possible. And what I was seeing was that there was a lot of weird misinformation and conflicting information. A lot of people saying, don't worry, and a lot of people that were terrified. I'm like, okay, I got to talk to an expert.
Well, Joe, theories of experts are good, but at the same time, they're quite useless. The reason of expert knowledge works in order to wear itself down by organizing itself into systems.
Right.
Seeking a positive knowledge where it can posit itself, pose, and at the same time convey itself to an extremity, which forms a stop and closure. We need to pass by this theoretical knowledge, but then we need to forget it. We shouldn't be stopped short by the partial, simplifying, reductive character of the theoretical knowledge. It's written in my book. You can check it out. Page 56.
Do these make me look smarter? Now, what can be done? Like, what can the average person do?
Joe, the first thing we need to do when writing about the pandemic, we need to avoid words that carry an excessive theoretical freight. And then, finally, we need to get rid of all words.
Yeah.
However, even this will not suffice, for since words cannot be constituted as a totality, the infinity that traverses them could never be captured by a subtracting operation. It is irreducible by reduction. I think we might as well reduce the gift of writing for a second there and make our language unrecognizable. In this way, we will be closer to the absence of the proper experience. Let's try something there. Let's try saying stuff that makes no sense. Or better yet, let's talk over each other. This way we can render language unrecognizable. I'll start. Fox, deer, platypus,
kangaroos,
elephant,
crocodiles,
rabbit,
squirrels, snails, foxes,
dog,
centipedes,
cow,
geese,
pig,
hedgehogs, goats,
horse.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was really good.
Is there anything else that we should cover?
I think we got it. Yep. Well, thank you for inviting me, and I hope everybody has a good time writing a disaster. So good luck with that.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate your time and your book.
Joe Rogan Podcast. Check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train